We must unite the colonies under some type of central government.
Let's make it official.
Everyone in favor of adopting the Articles of Confederation and Perpetual Union say aye.
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 4 out of 4 voted in favor. We officially have a form of central government.
We lack the power to regulate trade. The only way for the U.S. to raise money to pay our debts and finance our operations is to sell the land we control west of the Appalachian Mountain.
The Northwest Ordinance will provide the basis for governing much of the Western Territory. All in favor say aye.
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 Aye. One of the laws included in the Northwest Ordinance was, when the population of a territory reached 60,000, the territory could apply to become a state, equal to the other states. The Northwest Ordinance guaranteed freedom of religion, property rights, and the right to trial by jury. The ordinance also stated that there would be no slavery.
Let's drive in inexpensive goods from Britain into the Western world and make loads of money.
Yay. Who cares about all the American artisans? We'll be running out of business.
American states fought back by restricting British imports. Unfortunately, the states did not all impose the same duties or taxes on imported goods.
The British would then land their goods at the states that had the lowest taxes or fewest restrictions.
This led to states beginning to act as independent countries, and this behavior threatened the unity of the new United States.
We, as the Congress of the U.S., don't even have the power to compel each individual state to pay their debt to England. What good are we to our country?
Give us the debt you owe us.
I will never pay you, ever.
While Congress struggled with diplomatic issues, many other Americans were struggling economically. The end of the Revolutionary War and the reining in of economic activity with Britain plunged the new United States into a severe recession.
The severe recession led to great discontentment and eventually a big rebellion erupted in Massachusetts in 1786. We, as the government of Massachusetts, have decided to raise taxes instead of issuing paper money to pay off our debts.
Great idea, totally with you on this one. Farmers who were angry at the legislature's indifference to their plight, in late August 1786 in western Massachusetts rebelled. Rebels led by Daniel Shays, a bankrupt farmer, closed down several country courthouses to prevent farm foreclosures, and then marched on the state Supreme Court.
In January 1787, Shays and about 1,200 farmers headed to a state arsenal intending to seize weapons before marching on Boston.
In response, the government sent more than 4,000 volunteers under the command of General Benjamin Lincoln to defend the arsenal. Before they arrived, Shays attacked, and the 4 farmers died in the fighting.
The next day Lincoln's troops arrived and ended the rebellion. The fears the rebellion had raised, however, were hard to disperse.
The Republic itself is at risk. As citizens with greater income and higher social status, it is our duty to call for change.
I totally agree. As state legislature becomes more democratic and responsive to poor people, they will weaken property rights and take property from us wealthy people. This is bad.
As an educated merchant, I demand that a stronger central government be established.
The Confederation's failure to deal with conditions that might lead to rebellion, as well as the problems with trade and diplomacy, only added fuel to their argument.
A new constitutional convention.
Convention, called to revise Articles of Confederation.
I am James Madison and I am a member of Virginia Assembly.
Yes, you knew the Virginia problems with trade with other states and Britain, and thought central government was the answer.
I, Edmund Randolph, will now introduce a government consisting of supreme, legislative, executive, and judiciary.
Yes. What were the 3 main branches of the government?
In the executive branch we enforce the law and it takes place in the cabinet departments. Also us presidents are in charge of this branch. Oh yeah.
Taylor Brown. What were the main branches of the government?
Legislative, judicial, and what's the other one? Executive?
Wrong.
But as the legislative branch make laws, we are known as the representatives or senators. Wait. How could you forget the judicial branch? The judicial branch interprets the laws.
We work in the Supreme Court.
Yes, this is the Supreme Court. William Patterson will now say that we should not abandon the Articles and strengthen the central government. Yes, this means Congress would be one house, which means equal votes per state, and it will favor the smaller states.
Yes, we agree.
Sounds exactly like the Virginia plan.
Wait, how about the 3/5 compromise?
Slavery was when the Americas used people from Africa as slaves. There were workers who worked in and didn't get paid for it.
The South depended on slavery, because this is where they gained all their money from. They had workers that didn't pay. Money, 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 money.
3/5 compromise was when every 5 slaves would count as 3 free persons for representation and taxation purposes. The South did not want government to work in between the slave trade and regulate trade.
That's why today we have a limited government which is ruled and represented by the people. And that's how our government started.
Thank you for watching. We hope you learned something and enjoyed the video.